The best thing that you can do to make a car last is to start with everything clean and keep everything clean. Clean components operate correctly, maintain correct temperature, resist degradation, and don't have debris that cause mechanical inefficiencies or failures. Number 1, change the oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Sure, the manual or the manufacturer may say that oil lasts 10,000 to 15,000 miles, but that's hogwash. You'll need to have perfect laboratory conditions for that to work. The real world is not going to give you perfect conditions. Use a good synthetic oil and filter. Synthetic is more resilient to heat breakdown than conventional oil. Also consider using a higher weight oil if your vehicle can accept it. You'll see the exact same make, model, and year vehicle from the same manufacturer recommending 0W20 in the United States, but 5W30 in other countries. This is due to EPA emissions requirements and does very little to prolong the life of the engine, but it does ensure that companies are compliant and that profits are not affected due to penalties. Number 2, use a PEA-based cleaner. PEA is polyethylamine. It was created by Chevron to clean fuel injectors, intake valves, combustion chambers, and other fuel system components. There are other chemicals like polyisobutylenamine or PIBA, naphtha, toluene, and other petroleum distillates that are found to varying degrees in various formulas, but PEA is the most effective. As a rule, during fuel system cleaning is the only time I let my gas tank dip much below a quarter of a tank, since fuel actually lubricates and cools the fuel pump, extending its life. To use a PEA-based cleaner, run the gas tank down to about a quarter to 1/8 of a tank or less. Put the fuel additive in, fill up the tank, drive until the tank is almost empty, and finally, change the oil and filter. This way, any oil dilution and engine debris dislodged by the cleaner is discarded with the drained oil. Good choices for fuel system cleaners are Techron for regular use, typically right before an oil change, and BG44K, always right before an oil change. For me, BG44K is for occasional use or if I need a much more aggressive type of cleaner. Number 3, use top-tier fuel from a very busy gas station. You want to choose a busy gas station so that the fuel you get is fresh. However, if the station's reservoirs are being filled by a tanker truck, come back later or go to another station, since a tanker filling a reservoir stirs up any sludge, debris, or water in the reservoir, mixing it into the supply. Give that fresh gas a couple of hours to settle down before filling your vehicle. Top tier is a designation given by a consortium that certifies that a branded fuel has magnitudes more detergents than what's required by the EPA. The gas pump with certified fuel should have a top tier sticker on it, but it doesn't always. The top brands of these top brands are Exxon, Shell, Chevron, Mobil, and Sunoco, at least in my opinion. There are others, but these are the ones that I seem to be able to find everywhere I go and that have the highest documented detergent percentages. Even so, double check individual gas station compliance by going to www.toptiergas.com and looking for the sticker on the gas tank. Even top tier stations may periodically miss adding the appropriate detergent if there are supply issues at the terminal. Number 4, replace transmission fluid every 60,000 miles. Kinda. Let me explain. Lifetime tranny fluid doesn't exist. It's a marketing construct. Tranny fluid breaks down from oxidation and heat cycling, gets metal particulate in it from shear, and causes varnish to accumulate in the mechanisms. Starting at 0 miles, you'll change transmission fluid at 60,000, 120, 180, 240,000, etc. But the accept is between 0 and 60,000, you'll do a fluid change right in the middle at 30,000. The 30,000 mile change is meant to get rid of any machining shenanigans, break-in period debris, or manufacturing gunk that may have found its way into the fluid. So the actual schedule is 30,000 miles, 60,000 miles, and then every 60,000 miles after that. Number 5, monthly checks. Well, actually, number 5 has 6 parts to it, so it really could be a top 10 list. But these are quick checks that can be done in just a couple of minutes or less for each one. Besides that, I view them as a singularity packaged as a monthly check. 5.1, oil level. Just keep the oil between the fill marks. Note and investigate any off colors, smells, water contamination, etc. 5.2, tire pressure. The tire might say something like 50 PSI max. Don't go by that. That's the maximum PSI rating for the tire, not the fill recommendation. Most passenger cars usually need between 30 and 35 PSI, with some variance for conditions, load, temperature, and driving habits. The recommended tire pressure is usually going to be on a placard on the driver's side door jamb or the inside of the gas tank door. Check the owner's manual if you have trouble finding it. 5.3, battery condition. With the car off, check that the battery is clean, free of corrosion, has tight terminal connections, and has proper water levels if it's a wet cell or flooded lead acid unit. Calcification and sulfation will cause poor battery performance. Use a multimeter set to the 20-volt DC range. Connect the multimeter's positive probe to the battery's positive terminal, and then connect the multimeter's negative probe to the battery's negative terminal. Readings between 12.6 and 12.8 are normal. Anything 12.0 and below indicate a problem that you need to look into. 5.4. Alternator condition. Continue from how the battery check was set up. Watching out for moving parts hitting you or your equipment, start and run the engine. During startup, voltage should not drop below 10.0, and the voltage while running normally should be between about 13.5 and 14.7, depending on the vehicle model and alternator combo. Under 13.5 is undercharging, and over 14.7 is overcharging, and both of those are bad, indicating a problem you need to look into. 5.5. Rust check. Here, just actively look around with intent for stuff that's rusty when completing the other checks. Prep the area and then use oil, lubricant, sealant, paint, or whatever's needed for that specific trouble spot. 5.6. Sitting car that's rarely driven. Drive the sitting car for 30 minutes at 55 miles per hour at least once every 2 weeks, preferably once every week. That's 15 minutes out and 15 minutes back on the highway. The engine will warm up much shorter than that, but a car is an interconnected ecosystem. The engine, transmission, differential, fuel pump, exhaust, etc. need time to get up to and maintain temperature, cycle fluids, and burn off moisture, hydrocarbons, and soot. I actually have a lot more things in my list, but these are the top 5. I guess I'll make more videos about the other things in that list some other time. But right now, that's it. Good luck on your journey to keeping your car on the road until the wheels fall off, and thanks for watching.